Saleng e sangma unong tau an ka Congress na gammegri ula wanrah nuksa da khaw ubalong artatien banbam ya ubala sam Shillong Ïing badok lani ki BPL da ka sarkar jilla. Habaya shipmenta kajing tai halor ka mangtingka jong sarkar jilla haka Dorbar mangtingka haka arpnyo terek ulber arja arpulai uni unong tau a ula kentu ya ka sarkar ban pej banya ki marbam ki bala sam Shillong Ïing ki baduna ka yok ka kot. Uni unong tau an ula krenru halor ki lat yok kam ki samla haka jalla ki baka sarkar kare ban tau lat.
So I'll be confining to only few points. That is the one that is creating of youths, creating of job, 500 job for the youths. Mr. Speaker, sir, yesterday itself I have heard that 4 of our people from the Kyrwoh Hills who went in search of job, scattering to find a job, you know, they have been out of the state, and then now what I have heard is that they are coming from Nagaland to Shillong by foot. I tried to get connect with them, but yet I could not get reach to them. Today itself, I heard that they are reaching Barnihart, but yet I still cannot find them. So I would like to congratulate the government, at least, you know, guaranteeing that in the future our youths will be given a job. But the frivolous exercise intellectual contempt seems to be that on. Mr. Speaker, sir, we have to prefigure the urgency of the issues within the state. Now, most of the betrayed citizens are from the poor sections of the family. It seems like there will be no room in the future, especially for the poor. Whatever issues, whatever job that we are going to create tomorrow, it's just like a tragedy. So the so-called toxic elements generalize in the unnecessary policings and the lack of flexibility to confirm the truth. Mr. Speaker, sir, now we have seen in the future also, in the past also, sir, that the real conundrum is when our youth cannot get a job when given everything. Confusion, complexity, and contradiction wonders rather than certainty. Vital necessity is to educate our youths and strengthen our youths. But the fact is that, Mr. Speaker, sir, especially from the poor sections of the people, they don't get a job. The fact is that, for example, the doxology of the job. Whenever we tend to give the job, it's always inheritance and nepotism and patronage. This is where the poor sections of the families are betrayed. They are not given a chance. That's why in the future, I would like to request, not only on the meritocracy, but by looking at the background. Because when we talk about the expansion inequity, the people from the villages, they don't get the same equal culture or the quality of education the way our people are getting it. Last time also we were talking about the transport system in the cities, in the metro cities. But what about the transport system in the villages for the students of the poor? So we are not looking at the poorer sections of the society. Therefore, I would like to request you. Now we have already created lots of residential schools which has not yet been completed. I would like to request to you, Mr. Speaker, sir, if we are talking about the expansion and quality of education and equity, I would like to request to you, Mr. Speaker, sir, at least the villages should be taken into considerations, and there should be some kind of a different, you know, auditioning even in the job section, Mr. Speaker, sir. So before giving the job, there should be some kind of a training, especially for the villagers who are coming from the village. Therefore, one of the most important issue right now is the health issue, sir. Now we are talking about the poor sections of the family always, all the time. Now, when we talk about the food security system, Mr. Speaker, sir, that day itself I have received 2-3 from my constituency area itself. There, the food grain which was supplied to the BPL family, it's not even a rice. I have with me, this is the example. So I would like to request, just try to check what kind of food grains are being supplied to the BPL family. I have right now in my hand, Mr. Speaker, sir. So we are talking about the safety and security of the state. But what about the legally, illegally activity that is happening within our state, within our nose itself? We are only talking about the other illegal activities like drugs and all. What about the legally drugs that is being supplied illegally within our state? We are talking about the illegal medicine. We are talking about the duplicate medicine. We are even talking about the duplicate rice, food products. I have with me right now, sir, I have even the rice also with me. I will be placing this on the table of the House. If the House can make sure that it should be tested, and whether every supply that is being supplied from the FCI go down to the public should be checked thoroughly before they are being supplied. When we are talking about the health, this can be the health issue also, sir. Whether it's a virus, whether it's some kind of a medicines, where they want to exterminate our people also, you never know. So if this can go to the villages now also, Mr. Speaker, it's a serious and alarming. So I would like to request to you, sir, Speaker, sir, check this particular rice, which is not even a rice also. It looks like rice. To mere eyes, it will be looking like a rice. So these are the area, because the poorer sections of the family always get discriminated every now and then. So before you, Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to urge the government at least check not only the food security, even the medicines also, wherever any quack that is being practiced, not only in the town, even in the villages, maximum pharmacies are quacks, sir. They are not even having the legal license. So if that can be done thoroughly and sincerely by this government, at least not only the health of the people, but the youths of the people, youth of the state will be taken care of. Mr. Speaker, sir, I've got lots of issues to raise before this House, but since the time is limited, I'll be confining only to a few areas, Mr. Speaker, sir. As I've told you about the equity and the expansion in the education sector, Mr. Speaker, sir. Now it's the poorest of the poor family who is always being discriminated. Now we are talking about only the food. What about the trajectory rise, especially in the power sector? How do they supposed to pay the bill? Whether the poor people, they will pay the bill, current bill, or they will pay the admission, or they will buy the rice. Because look at the rate of the rice, the way it has shot up like anything. Just before few months, it was only 1,000 per bag. But right now, it has gone up to 1,500. Then, whether the poor sections of the family will be, clinging on to the other areas or not. During the elections, what happened is that these poor people, they're really happy actually. They enjoy the elections. It's like a, fun. It's like one of the best festival in the whole 5 years. So they forget what they really need to do, or what they really want to do also, what they require to do also. So therefore, Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm concerned about the poorest section of the family. That's why within our state, if something can be done. Now our people, at the end, they might not even want to have the current. They might not even want to have the light, because they'll end up paying for the admission. They will end up paying for the rice. So with this few, Mr. Speaker, sir, few words, Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to request our government at least to look at what are the areas that can be, possibly look into the, not only even giving jobs also, even how to handle our poor people, poorer section of the family. With these few words, Mr. Speaker, I resume my seat.